What's up, YouTube? Today is December 1st. It is time for the November recap, right? Let's get to it. So, I started the month with 887. I don't know why, but they didn't charge me for the platform fee. So, I mean, I don't know why. Perhaps I met a requirement, trade volume. I doubt it. Right? I mean, yeah, I meant for last month, right? They didn't charge me last month. So yeah, I don't really know why, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm just glad, because I did get charged this month. Yeah, so only two losses, but also only three wins, right? Not much this month. The last 2 weeks, I didn't even push a button. I just, after the first week right here, or like the second week, I guess you could say, I was just, the second week of the drought, right? I was After this week, I was like, I don't really have much interest. I'll look at the stock market, the small cap world at the end of the day to see if things picked back up. If we got a bit of action. That way, the next day, I'll give it more attention. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened until today. Where I'll get into it later. But yeah. So yeah, two losses to start of the month, right? Got all the way down to minus 101. And then, boom, 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 three wins, coming back up. Let's get just, yeah, let me show this as well. No long trades, right? Only shorts, 1.5 profit factor. Overall winning percentage of 60%, right? Okay, also, by the way, the blue, I'll get to it at the end after, okay, so let's just get right to it. Okay, gotta go to pictures. Okay, got it. 695. Wait, it's already open. I'm fucking retarded. Oops. Okay. So yeah, bro, I don't even know what this is. Look, if we look at the Excel like pattern, bro, there's a interrogation point, meaning that I have no idea what the fuck I was doing here. Yeah, I don't see the vision. Really, like, what the fuck did I do? Like, not only did I have no business in this, but like, look at that, dude. It doesn't get more peak than like, there's nothing exceeding the the arrow. Like, I covered at the top of that candle or that little move right here. So yeah, this is just stupid as fuck. At least I got my risk under control, right? I lost $29, which is pretty much 1 hour of what I'm looking for. I'm looking to risk it. And this, I also don't know what this is. Let me see. This first red day, perhaps. But I don't know, bro. But you can kind of make the argument. But the problem with this one is, sorry, is the fact that it was extremely illiquid, and it had like quite a large spread. Like, I think if I remember correctly, like 20 cents or some shit. Like, maybe not 20 cents, but like at least like a good 10, 15 cents spread. And like, but as soon as little bit of volume, on one side came, right on the long side, it just upward halted, and that was like, luckily it got, like, it wasn't as bad as it could have been, right? I think on my unrealized I was down like minus 150 at one point. I'm not sure, but like definitely in the hundreds. Wait, and bro, that was super fucking, dude. I was willing to risk like same thing, like 25, 30 bucks, around that much. And bro, yeah, I ended up losing $72, right? So this is why my like all of this is just cooked because it raises my R, my losing R by a lot. Like it's right now it's like what it's average it's $50, right? It's supposed to be like 25 or 27 or something. So yeah. And then you got the three winning trades. Let me see. Let's see them. Right, this is gap and crab. I mean, I think they're all gap and crabs. This is pretty much, the pattern where I feel most confident in. If not, I mean, yeah, yeah, no, no, it is. And I pretty much don't trade anything else. I just hone in on gap and crabs, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so I mean, this one was pretty headache inducing, right? You can see I showed it right here on the first spike, and then it went down, and then it came all the way back to my level and more, right? Matched this. It pretty much it did double top, right? Sorry, my throat is cooked. Don't know why. Okay, so yeah, I was patient. I did not, do anything stupid, right? Like covering here or whatever. I was willing to let it play out, and yeah, after this nasty crack right here, I decided to just exit with my full position. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, it's my fault. That's crazy. Anyways, so yeah, covered at the crack, and yeah, I mean, it did have some more room to go, but yeah, Thursday I'm a little bit busy, right? I had to head back to uni at that time, like in like 30 minutes from that to head out. So I decided to cover for a go in. And then this one, also by the way, this one I covered one shot, right? Typically I would cover like a third or something halfway to my 2R target, right? So I would cover a third at the 1R level. This time I just didn't. I was quite patient. Let me see if we got something, right? Namaste, it was kind of spooky when it came back all the way back to my when it came back all the way back to my entry. Okay, I did say that. Okay, but as you can see, I remained locked in and covered in one piece. Mm. Okay, so I felt that it was heavy enough for me to be able to hold it for a long period of time without covering any. Okay, so this one right here, the second one, yeah, I mean it dipped a little bit. The 930, I showed it right away. That's pretty ballsy. But as you can see, like there's a lot of volume right here, and if it goes down like this and then it respikes, I'm willing to short that because all of these people are going to sell into it. All of those the longs that are trapped here, right? They're like, oh shit, it's going down. Oh no, I gotta sell. No, 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 no. Ah. As soon as it comes back up, they're gonna sell, and it's gonna create um a lot of force, or a lot of downward force, right? But of course, nothing is guaranteed, so yeah, always gotta manage your risk. So yeah, this time I did cover a piece at, I think this one was lower or more than 1R level. I think it's like 1.5 or something. So yeah, I mean that's the goal from last month, right? Is to be able to hold this a bit longer, right? when I feel more confident. Perhaps even like 1.2R, covering one third at 1.5R, 1.2R or something. It's quite, it can be quite a big difference compared to covering it at the same size, covering the same size at 1R. So I'm trying to do, a little bit of improvement. So yeah, these, I mean, think they're great covers, especially when you look what happened afterwards, right? I mean, it's just a headache, right? It's nothing, not even close to my entry, right? I wouldn't have been, spooked and covered. I don't think so, actually. But I would have been annoyed, right? Because, yeah. But it did go, what, uh, like 50 cents lower than my latest. It went, bro, my English is cooked. Holy. It went 50 cents or so lower than my third exit. So it is still some decent, you know, decent move. But I don't know if I mean, who knows, right? I probably wouldn't have grabbed the bottom. So I think I feel quite good about these exits and this whole trade in general, right? Amazing entry, quite ballsy, but it was good, you know. For this situation, it worked out very well, and yeah, I feel pretty good about that one. This one, I think yeah, it's a crazy one. I think this is my last trade of the month. So yeah, the last one I made 58. Yeah, they both the first two wins of that month were both 58, and they have 8 in the decimals. That's kind of, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Anyways, so yeah, last trade I only had 33 shares, right? So not many shares. This is $10 stock pretty much. Yeah, I don't think I could have traded that one, or at least the exits. I think they couldn't have been better than that. I think this is pretty peak exits, right? Given their circumstances, right? I waited for a clear rejection, right? That was pretty strong, and yeah, I got in right here. I don't remember my risk, but I mean, look, the thing with me is I can check everything, right? If I go back to my trading view, I can see exactly where I would have risked at what time, or what level I would have risked, where I would have covered. I know that in advance. Okay, so yeah, I think this is pretty much. Let me see. I mean, actually, yeah, give me a second, bro. Let me let you guys know, or like reevaluate this. Okay, so this cover right here was at 2R, and the other two were at 2.5R. So yeah, and I was risking off of motherfucking 1067. So if I look at my entry, which is right here, dun, 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 pull out the calculator. Okay, 10.67 minus 10.1. Whoa. So times point, no, whoa, 33. So I was risking 18 bucks to make 39, which is pretty much how it typically goes. So I guess this is a bit less than 2. I mean, it's a bit less, right? I don't think it's 2.5, I think it's like 2.3 or something. This one perhaps like 1.8 R. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Oh no, that's it. Yeah. That's pretty much it. This is number 699. I did pay 17 bucks in commissions. There's really not much to talk about. I don't think so. Oh yeah, this one right here. The thing is, I don't remember what ticker it was because I didn't save it. But there was a trade. It's another trade. Nothing crazy, crazy, but another gap and crop. I could have made it, but the shares to short were the low case for the shares to short were so expensive, man. And given that I'm on trade zero, I can only trade locate. Let me show you minimums of 100 shares, right? You cannot do like 50 shares, right? It's minimum 100, and I was only willing to short, I think 66 or 60 shares, right? Yeah, 60 shares. So it just didn't make sense. Look, let's read. There was a good opportunity to short, which would have been a great trade. However, the locate price was too expensive for me since I wanted to short 60 shares and risk $20 to make $40 to $60. The shares were $37.5 for 100 shares, which is the minimum you can locate. So essentially, if I lost, I would have lost 3R instead of 1. And if I won, I would have made 0 to $20. So yeah, it made no sense, unfortunately. Right? I mean, trade zero. Typically, I mean, the shares are like pretty cheap. It's like 2 cents. Right? Like today, for example, it was 2 cents, right? Let me see. Is it the same price? Yeah, it's 2 cents a share. This is the price at which I paid for these, right? $2. Really not that bad. And so, I mean, we might as well just go on with today's recap, I guess. Why not? So I'm already, I'm already pretty much tied with last month's P&L, even more because I haven't paid in commissions. However, I did pay. Oh, what the fuck? 925, but I didn't remove this. Yeah, so this month they did charge me for the platform fee, right? Which I wanted to show right here is $59. So you pretty much take 925 minus 59, 866. And so now when I go back here, you can see, right? Start of day account value 866. So yeah, I mean, I low-key would have hoped I didn't have to pay for this month as well, but it's fine. Okay, so today, I mean, yeah, that was a pretty chill trade. I mean, no, it wasn't chill at all, actually. It did. I mean, this part is the headache-inducing, trade for sure. So yeah, I had a great entry. Uh, yeah, when it cracked, because I could have went right here risking off of, I think I was risking off of 80, 87, 88 level right here, which you may think, like, what the fuck? Why are you risking there? Why would you risk there? There's a bit more to it, but I'm not willing to share, respectfully. So, anyways, this was my risk. I did go a bit lower than I would have liked. I think I would have liked a bit more, like 65 or something, but I got in at 50. What? 56. By the way, it's my 700 trade, kind of already, kind of, yeah. So yeah, I didn't want that big round number to be losing trade. So, but I don't really care that much. Okay, anyways, dude, look at this, bro. This range is like, phew, phew. This is 1 minute candles, by the way. So yeah, pretty annoying, pretty annoying. By the way, this is a biotech. Let me tell you the market cap and the float. No, this is not the one. QTT. Okay. Okay, so what I have, my data says it has a 4.5 million float and a 52 million market cap, which yeah, pretty fucking low. But that's the one that you know I like those. I do like it to have a bit more of a higher float, but this is okay. But I don't really like biotechs, right? I mean, if you know anything about biotechs, and you know that they can give you nasty headaches, right? I remember Steven Ducks saying that he really doesn't like them. I think if I remember correctly, I think he said that he doesn't trade them, or like he tries to avoid them because it can be quite uh, sporadic, if that's even a word. Fuck it. So yeah, got in, and look, this is my problem right here, right? So actually, no. Before we get onto that, this part right here, the last like crazy move, dude. This was at like the last few seconds of the candle. Maybe at like 55 seconds or like 5 seconds left to the candle. It literally went, boom, all the way up there, and then it closed up, and then as soon as the other candle began, it just went back down. So yeah, I mean, what I took from that is that they were just dumping, man. So yeah, that was pretty good. But this exit right here is pretty bad. But it's quite a on theme for me because it's one of the things I gotta work on, right? Because when you get a lot of consolidation and stuff, I'm looking like I get impatient, right? Instead of holding that first cover a bit lower, right? I just cover it, a bit preemptive. C'est quoi le mot encore? Anyways, and let me not be fancy and shit. I covered it a bit earlier than I would have liked. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But that's because I'm pretty much like annoyed and get a bit impatient. Yeah, and then this is my second cover, and then the third one I think is pretty good cover, right? I was willing to be patient during that time. I went, you know. Oh, by the way, I got something to say. But yeah, during that time I did go and take a shower and stuff, so I kept myself busy. But since these were, by the way, each cover is 25 shares, so I only had 75 shares. I wanted to go short 100, but I didn't have let me show you. Oh the fuck! I didn't have the buying power for this. Okay, so order history. See, short 100. Rejected. Why? You do not have enough buying power for this order. So I don't know why. I mean, yeah, well, I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, so dude, I woke up at like 9:30. I was like on my phone. I was on my phone. I was watching the morning broadcast from Clover Training Boys. The Clover Training Boys, right? The Clover Training with Dominic, Mike Hood, Mike Hoodie, Huddy, Mike Huddy, yeah, and Kyle Williams, but he wasn't there. And yeah, they mentioned. I mean, dude, I didn't even watch the thing. I watched the fucking VOD, right? Because I was late as fuck. I was hella late, so I had to go on their Discord, go on their YouTube uploads, where they post all their videos, even the ones that are unlisted, such as this one. So this is where I had to go to find that broadcast, and then I saw they went to dilation tracker, and I saw that perhaps QTTB could be interesting. And yeah, I got up, I did my prep. By the way, thanks to that, thanks to that, I guess I'm I would have most likely I would have shorted right here. Yeah, no, maybe a bit lower, right? 499 or so, like right there. And my 2R would have been at 42 or something, right here. So I think I would have covered a piece, right? A third or something, but not all of it. So that probably would have been a loss. So shout out to myself for sleeping late and then waking up late, because I would have lost how to cover right here. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it, man. I'm not gonna lie. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Peace.